Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks so much for joining me again for another video. This is about everything that I would like to get made up in June, although looking at the pile next to me, it might be a June, July or a summer plans video because there's quite a lot of stuff going on here, but I'm very excited to show you everything that I have got planned. So I've just put on my one of my latest makes, which is the Stevie top, because it's turned into a really nice day. So yeah, it's beautiful outside. So this is in my recent video, my May makes video, and it's the Stevie top from Tilly and the Buttons in this beautiful cotton poplin from Love Fabrics. And I made the top version. And yeah, it's just really cute. The only changes I made were that I added bias binding to the neckline instead of doing a facing. But yeah, it's lovely, and it's lovely for a nice summery day. So hopefully the good weather lasts. So June is going to be good fun because I've got an awful lot of jersey, and I do enjoy working with jersey fabrics. There's two challenges that are going to go on in June. One is the t-shirt for summer challenge hosted by Sew Joey, so I'll pop the little picture here. So that's just sew a t-shirt in June. And there's another challenge that I've literally just heard of, and I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. So the first thing I would like to mention is t-shirts. So a few videos ago I mentioned that I got a bundle of 5 fabrics from Ecobee, and they do a fabulous bundle. So I got 5 fabrics of 1 metre each for I think €47, something like that. And I just thought that was a really good price, and the jersey has arrived and it's the most beautiful quality. They've all been through the wash, they're great, and they're really wide. I think they're about 170 centimetres wide, which is super wide, so I think I'll get an awful lot out of them. So I went down a complete rabbit hole of looking at t-shirt patterns because Me Made May was really useful in what I was making, in what I was wearing, what I had made. So I wear an awful lot of t-shirts and jumpers, quite casual wear, so they're going to be things I'm going to be concentrating on for the time being, and maybe leaving aside the more dressy things because I'm just not wearing them. Although I am back in the office 1 or 2 days a week, I'm still leaning very much towards the casual end. So yes, I went down a complete rabbit hole on the Foldline website about t-shirts, and I've come up with I think 5 or 6 t-shirt patterns to match each of the jerseys that I got. And then I have 1 extra jersey, I have 2 little makes for my little boys, and I have 1 very special make. So without further ado, because I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, I'll get cracking. So one of the first t-shirt patterns I found was the Astaire tee by French Navy. So I'll pop in pictures here, and again I'll link everything down below. And for that I thought it'd be really useful to do in this black cotton jersey, so it's plain black. I've had this a couple of months now. This is from Crafty Studio. So the Astaire tee is lovely. It has cuffed short sleeves, and you can also make it long sleeve. It has a split hem, and it's got a pattern piece for a little breast pocket as well, which I think is very cute. So it's just one of your standard kind of more casual t-shirts, but I just really like the look of it. I've never made a French Navy pattern before, so that'll be interesting as well. And I think in just the black cotton jersey, I think will work really well in my wardrobe, and yeah, just be a great standard little t-shirt. So looking forward to get cracking on that one. So now we get into my bundle of 5 cotton jerseys from Ecobee. So again, I'll link all the details down below. And the next one that I found was called the Strip Tee, and it's by Mated Patterns. So I've made 2 Mated patterns so far. I've made the Hug hoodie, which if you watch my channel, you know that I absolutely love. And I also made their Go cami top and their Go shorty. So I've only just recently discovered this pattern company, and I'm really enjoying their stuff. So I found the Strip Tee, and it's called Strip Tee is because it has a strip of contrast fabric down the back. So you can make it with the strip or without the strip, and I just thought it looked really cute. So it's a cap sleeve, it's a semi-loose fitting t-shirt, and it does have a little neckband as well. And again, the instructions are great. It shows a few methods for inserting the neckband, which I think look really interesting. So for that, I've got my first Ecobee fabric, which is this lovely grey fabric. One of the things I discovered on my Me Made May is that I don't necessarily think grey suits me, but I think maybe just light grey doesn't suit, so I'm hoping this grey does suit me. So it's a beautiful quality. Again, a slight marl melange to it. It's really nice. Again, super wide, beautiful quality. And for the little strip at the back, I have the tiniest bit of this rainbow fabric left over. So you'll recognize this from my Hug hoodie, actually, my other Mated patterns. And I also, in my little boys' St. Patrick's Day t-shirts, I made the neckband out of this rainbow as well, and I absolutely love it. So I have a little tiny bit left, and this came from Crafty Studio. I absolutely love it. It's a little cotton jersey as well. So I think this as the strip down the back would look really cute. So that's another little t-shirt. Next up, we have the Brea t-shirt, and I believe this is named after a place in Los Angeles, correct me if I'm wrong. And this is by Half Moon Atelier, again, a new to me fabric company. This t-shirt comes in two variations. View A, I have my notes here, apologies. View A is for knits, which I'm going to be doing, and it is a beautiful, the way the grown-on sleeves are put together, almost sandwiched together with bias binding all the way along the shoulder seams and the arm cuff, which I think looks really, really nice. And then view B is for wovens, and it has armbands for the finishing of the sleeves. And I think they both look really, really nice. Actually, I think Teresa from Lost My Thread made a dress hack of the Brea version B, the t-shirt into a dress. Looks really, really nice. So yeah, I think this t-shirt looks really, really nice. And yes, it's a kind of an 80s grown-on sleeve kind of vibe to it, and the bound neckband and stuff looks really, really nice. So for this, I have bottle green, as you know, one of my favourite colours. So again, cotton jersey, beautiful stretch to it, lovely colour. It's slightly darker in real life, getting the glare from the lovely sunshine outside. We'll pretend it's the LA sunshine. So I think this green would look lovely in a Brea t-shirt. Do you think I'm being a little too ambitious? Yes. Probably, but I like just to make plans for all these, and then if I get them done in June, brilliant. If I don't, that's fine too. Next up, we have an old favourite, the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes t-shirt. So I have a few of these in my wardrobe already, and I really, really like them. I love the neckline. It's quite low, but I think it still looks really, really nice. And I have long sleeve versions, so I'm just going to make a short sleeve version because I think this looks great with cardigans and stuff. And I've realised now that I have a few cardigans, my beloved Fraser cardigan, my Blackwood cardigans, and so I need more t-shirts for under that. So for that, it's just going to be white cotton jersey. You cannot go wrong, and this is a beautiful quality one. So yeah, these are all washed and ironed and everything. It's great. With the good weather recently, they were all out in the line. It was marvellous. And this is going to be Tilly and the Buttons Agnes. So you can do this in short sleeves or long sleeves. The short sleeves look to be more kind of elbow. I think I'll bring them up ever so slightly as well. This t-shirt does have the option to doing the little ruched neckline here, the little bit of elastic, and the ruched shoulders, which actually I have as well, which I really, really like. But for this, I'm just going to make the standard t-shirt, and I think it's going to look very nice. It is quite a close-fitting t-shirt, so it will be good for layering as well. So a lovely viewer contacted me on my last video and was very curious about all the t-shirts that I was making. I think she's a beginner sewist, so I'm delighted that people are starting to sew. It's wonderful to have more in our community. And she was wondering, could I go into more detail about these t-shirts? So I absolutely will. And I think for the Agnes, or maybe for another one down the list, I might do not a sew along, but might show you how to put together the PDF pattern, how to cut it out, how to lay out your fabric, and then very, very high level of how I put the t-shirt together. So I would hope that would be useful to some people. For a lot of you, I know you know how to do this, but I think for the beginners, I think maybe just walking you through ever so slightly, and I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. But if it's something that you'd be interested in, I would like to do that as well, just to give a little bit of a helping hand to the beginners, because we've all been there, and yeah, we want to encourage them as much as possible, and I would be delighted to help. So I think I'll use my Agnes as that little tutorial, we'll call it, or little guidance, shall we say. So yes, this is going to be my Agnes t-shirt. Right, next up we have the Tabitha t-shirt, again a Tilly and the Buttons pattern. So this is from the Make It Simple book by Tilly and the Buttons, which I've had for a couple of years, which is great. I've made a couple of things from that book, including the Juno pyjamas. And actually the t-shirt of the Juno pyjamas is the Tabitha t-shirt. So, and for that, it's just a short long sleeve t-shirt. You can make it into a dress. It's got a neckband. There's also options for making it into a ringer t-shirt where you have kind of a contrast neck line and armbands here. So I have made the True Bias Rio ringer t-shirt, which I really, really like. So that's another option for this t-shirt as well. And it just looks like a really just lovely, just standard t-shirt. So again, this could be quite good for beginners as well. And for this, I've got the most beautiful colour. How sunshiny is this? Beautiful summery colour, a gorgeous yellow colour. So I think they describe this as sunny yellow, and it really, really is. So it's very, very nice. So I think this would be lovely in a Tabitha t-shirt. Last but by no means least, hopefully you're still with me, is my final t-shirt, and it's going to be in this beautiful light blue melange fabric. So the last of my bundle of 5 fabrics from Ecobee. And this is going to be the 8T from Tshirt Patterns. So again, this looks really, really cool. It's another kind of 80s inspired one. So it comes with a shoulder pad option, which I won't be doing, which is fine. This was a very interesting pattern because they call this part of their no frills package, and it's basically if you're new to sewing, I wouldn't advise doing this pattern, because literally there's one page of instructions and half the page is how to put in the shoulder pads. So literally the other half is literally sew shoulders, sew side seams, hem. It's very, very basic, but I think it should be okay just for this t-shirt because it looks really, really cool. So I will leave off the shoulder pads, but I think it's a really cool kind of relaxed, not a boxy, it's almost like a goes inward kind of shape t-shirt. It looks really, really cool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting started on that one. It looks really, really funky. The other thing about this pattern is that the pattern sizes are named after biscuits. So I shall be making a digestive, which is interesting. So they say it's about kind of size inclusivity and stuff, and I completely understand that. I think it's great, and also I think it really, really makes you look to see, okay, what's my bust measurement, what's my waist, what's my hip, to really look, instead of just having it glance and saying, oh, I'm always a size X, let's make that size. You really have to look to see, am I digestive? So yes, I am. So that'll be very interesting with that. So I will report back on the no frilled pattern, because I think that's very interesting as well. So I've never seen that before, and it's going to be in this beautiful light blue fabric. So there, if you're still with me, thank you very much. So they're my little t-shirts, and there I'm going to be entering a few of those. I don't think I'll get all of them done, but hopefully a few of those in Sew Joey's wonderful challenge for June, which is the t-shirt for summer, which I also entered last year, my Rio Ringer t-shirt last year actually. So I'll pop in again all the details about that challenge. It's really, really fun. It's great to see what people come up with. So next up, I have a few more jersey makes, and those are for my little boys. Next up are two really, really fun fabrics that came from Brea Fabrics as well. They have the most marvellous range of children's fabrics. And the first is going to be this buckets and spades one, which I absolutely love. So this is a cotton jersey, and from this I'm going to make them both little Waves and Wild eclipse tees, and I've made them those before, although I measured them again and I've had to go up a size for both of them, so they've grown so much since last summer. So I've now cut out the new patterns. It's fine because they're super tiny, and so they're both going to get little buckets and spades t-shirts. And I have an inkling, because this fabric is so wide, that I'll be able to get myself out of the remaining of this and make something for myself as well, because I think that would be really fun. I think if all of us matched, it'd just be brilliant. So I love this pattern, the eclipse tee. It's really, really great. It comes in short sleeves, long sleeves. You can do a hood, you can do a crew neck, you can do it into a dress, and you can also do a gathered sleeve, and it goes up to an age 12. So I think this pattern is just fabulous. It's really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to getting started on this. For the neckband, I might use one of my colours from the other cotton jerseys, just as a bit of a contrast, instead of chopping a bucket in half. So we'll see how we get going with that, but I think this is super cute, really, really cute, and very, very summery. The next one is this rainbow animals cotton jersey, dinosaurs, hedgehogs, tigers, zebras, everything you ever wanted. And this is going to be pajamas for my older boy again, because he's grown out of his other ones, so I've had to go up a size for him there as well. And this is the kids pajamas by Made by Me Passions, which I've made I think 2 or 3 pairs of these now at this stage for him, and they fit him just perfectly. I do little contrast neckband, cuffs, armband, waistband as well. I'll use some other cotton jersey, and the waistband then is just there's a bit of elastic in it as well, and they just fit really, really well. So yeah, these would be really, really great. And again, this came from Brea, so that's my little haul from Brea Fabrics. So yes, so there we go. So these last 2 little patterns for my 2 little boys feed very, very nicely into another challenge running in June, which I've literally just heard about. So this is hot off the press, and this is hosted by the lovely Adam from Adam Sews and Lisa from the One Lisa Show. So I follow them both on YouTube. They're both great, so I'll link both their channels below. And they are starting a challenge called He Made June 22. So I'll put in the hashtag here, and it's basically just that. Sew a garment for a boy, a man in your life, and then the reveal day is the 31st of June. So I'm definitely going to enter these for my little boys, and then it's actually the a great opportunity, because my husband a couple of months ago, my Waves and Wild hot coffee hoodie with the lovely leaf print and the gorgeous crossover neckline, he kind of expressed a bit of an interest in one of those. So I think I'll make him the hot coffee men's version, but I will need to source some fabric from that because I don't have any currently. So I'll have a little look, and I'll see, can I get him something nice and make him a little hoodie that I can give him in June. So yeah, I wonder, will he show his face in the grid? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll work on it. We have a month to work on it, so you might help me out on that. Yeah. So that'll be really fun to get going for sewing for the lovely men in my life. Last but by no means least, and thank you for sticking with me. Honestly, I don't know how many days I think I have in June, but never mind. The last thing is not a knit fabric. It is the most beautiful viscose fabric, and this is it. So it's a beautiful light blue viscose fabric. Let's pull it out. Beautiful drape, and it has giraffes, it has zebras, it has toucans, it has cheetahs, it has leaves, and it is gorgeous. And it is going to be a dress, and I have a wedding coming up of a very, very lovely friend, and I would love to make this into a beautiful dress to wear to her wedding. So I have an idea in my head of what I want to make, and I found this on Andrea from Beyond the Pink Doors website, and I just fell in love with it, and it didn't look like there was enough fabric, so I messaged her quickly. I was like, do you have any of this left? And she was brilliant. She came back and she said, yes, I have this much. So I said, right, let's buy this much. So I was so delighted, because there's no way I could have squeezed out of the rest of the fabric. So I was so pleased when this came. It went straight on the line. It looked fabulous against the blue sunshine, and I think it's going to be a beautiful swooshy dress. So I'm not going to say what it is yet in case it doesn't work. And you know when you have an idea in your head and you're just hoping it works out. So yes, I have a little idea based on my experience of dresses in the past, and then something I recently saw, and it's going to be a little kind of a hack of a thing, and here's hoping it works out if the sewing gods are with me. But I think this is beautiful, and obviously there's going to be a matching bag and matching accessories and all that kind of stuff for all the time I have in June. We'll see. It's also my birthday in June, but so yeah, looking forward to that too. I do love my birthday. So that is everything for June. And that is it. So I think that's more than enough for June. I don't know what I'm thinking with all these plans, but we'll see how we go. Thank you so much for joining me for this anyway. I think we all deserve a nice cup of tea after that. Maybe with a digestive, maybe that got it in my head. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. If you'd like to leave a comment below, ask any questions, please let me know. You know how much I love having the chats, or if you have made any of these, I'd also love to hear from you. But I hope you're all well, I hope you're all safe, and I will see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye.